Thank you, Lisa. I'm joined here with Mayor John Dennis, West Lafayette. Mayor, I'm glad to see you here today. Thank you for joining us.
It's so great to be here in such a worthy cause.
It really is. And, Mayor Roseworski talked about community and talked about how it really the community between West Lafayette and Lafayette are so close together. But with the Hero Fund USA, 100% of the proceeds stay local. How important is that to you?
Critical. It's critical. First off, we can never say enough about our emergency responders. They do such an amazing job day in, day out, on all kinds of weather and under all kinds of extreme conditions. And I think one of the things that always sort of goes undernoticed is the fact that we live in one of the safest large college communities in the country. And that needs to be understood, that isn't just because of the economics, that's because of the men and women who put their lives on the line for each and every one of us. And that's not just law enforcement, it's firefighting as well. And so when we talk about making sure that they have access to the best equipment, to the best technology, to the best training, I think it's more of a statement about how we are as a community. And each and every time, as a former police officer, each and every time I would get out of my squad car, or when I was deputy chief of police, when I'd go and do speaking events, people could not say enough positive about how well served they feel. You know, we live in a time now where there is so much more what if out there than there's ever been. Even when we talk about things like natural disasters, the weather is getting less and less predictable. No offense to the news people at WLFI, but it's less and less predictable. And we need to make sure that we have people that are not just ready to respond, but properly equipped to respond. And that's what this is all about, making sure we generate the necessary revenue to make sure that we have all of the necessary and best technology that there is out there in the street.
And that means taking them, our public safety, back home safe to their family as well.
Exactly. I cannot stress that enough. You know, it used to be, back when I was a police officer, there was always this concern about what if. What if it's my night? I've been injured on duty, and I know how that feels, and I know how strongly your department reacts to that when you've been hurt. So take that to the next level, that exponentially high level when you talk about your family. My wife was in a situation where a police officer had to come and knock on the door and said, "We need to get you to the hospital. John's at the hospital." Now, fortunately, it was just broken bones, so it wasn't that severe. There was another time I was exposed to the AIDS virus, and it was back in a time when that was a mystery to all of us. So it does have an impact on your family, and making sure that you have the necessary equipment, making sure that you have the necessary training, making sure that you have the support of your community, which thankfully here in Greater Lafayette we have.
We do.
It's imperative, it's important. But one of the ways to show that support is by contributing today and making sure that you show that support not just with your heart, but also with your pocketbook.
There you go. Well, thank you, Mayor John Dennis, for joining us
Such a
today.
pleasure.
We will be